Welcome and well met, my fellow travelers. Thank you for joining me here today for the next part of our main scenario walkthrough of 6.5 Part 1. So just as a quick recap, I promise it'll be short, we ended up going back to the first because we need to harness the light from there so that we can pierce through the darkness on the 13th. So after we got there, we found out that the people may not be so happy about us using the powers of light in the crystal tower. So we kind of had to go and get permission first from Yulmore and then from the Knights Bless and Ratika. Everything's all good to go. We ended up going to Amnarang, we set up the ether transmitters, and Zero decided to take some light into herself, saying that she wanted to try to take charge of her own destiny, so to speak. And thanks to Reen, she was able to do that. And it really shows just like how resilient our soul was because, we took in like the power of 5 light wardens. I mean, it almost killed us or worse, but yeah, that shows just how resilient our souls is. But then again, Zero is part Voidsent, so I guess we should take that into consideration. Anyway, we just returned back to the Crystarium. We're getting ready to say our goodbyes, and hopefully we're going to be heading straight back into the Void after we visit the source, telling them everything's ready. And yeah, I guess that's it. So let's go ahead and jump right straight back to where we started. Here we go with Claire. And it's pouring rain right now. Sorry, my cats are doing something stupid again. But, that's life. Okay, so first things first, there is something I really wanted to test. You know what? No, never mind. We'll go and speak with Reen first. With back to action. Well, I suppose this is it. I don't know if you had any other preparations to attend to or people to visit, but I'll go on ahead to the ocular. Well, there is one thing I really wanted to do, so I think we should go ahead and pay Silva and Una Kalahai a visit. I sincerely doubt there's going to be anything new with them right now, but you know what? Nothing ventured, nothing gained, right? We'll just make a quick trip to them. I mean, if they knew about all of this, then I'm sure they would want to help out. I mean, would it really be that much of a problem to ask them to help us out? I mean, I don't know. I feel like that's kind of lazy writing on the writer's part. Here they are. With our methods. No, it's nothing new. Darn it. No, how about you? Add up some loose ends. Okay. Went to the 13th. Went to the 13th. You encountered a Memoria besides. Yeah. Well, what do you mean you want to meet her? You can meet her right now! Seriously, she's here in the Crystarium! If we hurry, we could probably catch her before she goes back into the crystal. Come on. Just come on, like, this was a golden opportunity here. Whatever. Okay, I'm all ready for some action. Okay, gatekeep. Welcome, my lady. Wish to go to the ocular? Yes, let's go. I'm ready. It seems Zero's already back in the vessel. I would have liked to talk to her more, but I'll have to wait till next time. And there will be a next time. I'm sure of it. Before we said our farewell, Zero thanked me, saying that she learned much during her time in Norvrant. While I don't believe I'm owed such gratitude, I'm nonetheless glad she found the experience worthwhile. tower stands ready to send light into the rift, and Zero's soul is secure in her vessel once more. Our helpers across the realm have also sent word that the transmitters are in place. Once the others have been set on the moon of Zero's world, we should have the foundation for our ethereal current. To make matters easier, the transmitters broadcast a powerful signal that can be detected by the tower even across the rift. Upon confirming that the Void Ones are active, we will send forth the light. The rest will be up to you. We'll be praying for your success. Now go! Make haste back to the source and save your worlds! Hey, I don't need to be told twice. I really do like what they did here with the teleportation system. Like, you can go by expansion now instead of, like, zone. That is a really nice thing, because I keep getting lost for some reason. Right, so, we did what we had to. We'll just let everybody here know in the source that we're good to go, and then we can go to the 13th. And where we go to after that, I have no idea. I'm assuming it's the dungeon. I can't wait. This is going to be awesome, this dungeon. I know it is. Okay, so... make a duta. I'm just dying to find out how this story ends, at least with the story with the Void. Y'shtola! Welcome back, Claire. I presume the preparations in the first are complete? That is well, for time grows short. And Vershawn? Claire, thank heavens you've returned! The Lomperates report that the brand's on the verge of failing. We have no time to spare. I shall restore Zero to her body at once. Ah, that's better. I was worried that the soul transference process might affect the light I have absorbed, but it feels as potent as before. Hi, kitty. That radiance of yours was impossibly blinding. I don't know how you would have managed without Reen's help. While Reen helped me to contain the light, it was you, all of you, who gave me the courage to even make the attempt. Your friendship, your acceptance. So cringy. This includes the people of the First. The Knights Blessed, in particular, showed me great kindness, as did Runar, whose only regret seemed to be that you could not join us. A regret we share. Ours is a reunion long overdue. If all is in readiness, then I will assume my dragon form and fly to the moon. In the meantime, pray make your own way to the drowning brand. There we shall reconvene upon sallying forth once more into the void. Okay. Why is it every time I'm playing here you just want to jump up and join me? I don't know if you can see her or not, but my cat just loves to... She loves it when I'm playing here because she knows she can just sit right here next to me and I'll scratch her when I'm not doing anything with the controls. But yes, so we're heading back to Mare Lamentorum. And now we're going to save the world once again. What are you doing over there? Yeah, now the other one's playing with his toy mouse. Wow, look at the world. It's like Complete and utter darkness over there. Very appropriate if you ask me. Anyway, let's see if the void gate is still there. Looks like it is. Wow, we have lots of people here to see us off. Golbez will be ready for our return. We must likewise be ready for him. The hour is upon us. If everyone is ready, then so am I. It is a terrible darkness indeed that should so test the restraints which once held Zodiac, but with the light from the first I am confident we will prevail. Oh, thank goodness you're back. The seal will break at any moment, Claire. Any moment! The darkness groweth stronger with every passing moment. Doubt not but that Zeromus shall soon attain full strength. Time to take the fight to the enemy, is it? The darkness has been utterly relentless, gnawing at the seal like I might an iron carrot. Strike fast and hard, because you won't get another chance. As a precaution, we further enhance the combat supporters. You don't need to worry about us while you're away. I shall maintain my vigil over the brands. Pray see that thou art ready to depart as soon as Vitra and the others have assembled. May the light shine the way to victory and deliver you all safely home. Oh, this is going to be good, isn't it? It's going to be really good. I can't wait. Let's do this. Vitra! Into the void once more. Okay. We did it. We're back. Okay, we're back. I know I keep saying that, but still. This time, sister. This time I will save you. It's too quiet. Surely they know we're here. In order to unleash the most concentrated bursts of light possible, we will route the energy to multiple transmitters before directing it to converge at a single point. I will survey the area for suitable locations. The dark pall over the crater has grown thicker. And on the other side lies Golbez's domain. He'll have altered the terrain to hinder us. I don't sense his presence, but I wager he is in the crater. It would be ideal if he were. I shall hurry and place the transmitters. Once they are active, our cross-rifts ethereal currents will be established, and light will flow freely from the first, in theory at least. It will work. It must. Here we go.
All is in readiness. Without further ado then. Light from beyond the rift, shine forth and banish the darkness.
I don't know what I'm hoping for. I just want it to be good.
Excellent. The tower is replete with light from the Bath Arang. Commencing transmission. It works. It works. Light is flowing into the void.
May this light illuminate your way.
Oh, Lena.
You can do it, Zero. I believe in you.
Wait, that's it? All that ether for that? A tiny hole?
Look, an opening.
It worked. Let us waste no time and sally forth. Alas, I fear the breach may be too narrow for you, Vritra.
For a blessing, I prepared my simulacrum for such an eventuality.
Where was he hiding it? Oh yeah.
My true form shall stand guard here while we explore the chasm.
Where was he hiding it?
'Tis faint, but I sense the presence of a dragon. No doubt my sister's essence trapped within Zeromus. Not where she was held captive before, but somewhere much deeper.
The descent will not be so easy this time. The chasm swarms with Voidsent.
Summoned by Golbez, perhaps, or born of the residual darkness.
However they came to be, we shall cut a path through them. Is everyone ready? Zero?
That light should shine in the void once more.
No single one of us could have made it so. Only by joining hands were we able to kindle this light.
Do you see, Golbez? We needn't damn others to save ourselves. You knew this once, surely, when you tried to befriend me. When you were one of the precious few left willing to trust in another. But that man is gone. And in his place, a mockery of his beliefs. It's the same as before. Though we walk different paths, we seek the same destination. And yet... there is something I must know. A truth that lies waiting in the dark.
What is this truth you're looking for, Zero? I mean, is she putting it together that that's not the real Golbez or something? She's no longer the cold, distant soul we met in the void. Or perhaps until now she just never had a chance to be who she truly is. Glad though I am that the plan worked, we are in no position to celebrate. The day is not yet won. This radiance is just the beginning. We must see it cast into the deepest depths of the moon. Unless there is already some there. My dragon form shall remain here to secure our escape route. The Voidsent who dare to approach the gate will reckon with me. I could just imagine that. Him, like, deep frying them all. Okay, down in the dark. Let's go. Rest assured, I will not let my emotions overwhelm me. When the moment comes, I will call to my sister, and I will wrest her free from Zeromus. Crater awaits. Woe betide any who bar our path. Is this it? Yes! Yes, it is! The Lunar Subterrane. Oh, this is gonna be good. I can tell this is gonna be good. I can't wait. I can't wait. First things first, just out of morbid curiosity, take heart and protect them well. I will live up to my own words. This I swear. When we find Golbez, let me speak with him, please. There's something I must know. And I'm really curious to that, Zero. We've no time to waste. The Voidsent we felled will return ere long. Oh, that's right! I almost forgot about that! The lingering light illuminates the way to our foe. It will not escape us. Okay, so, who am I going in with? Since I am a Reaper and I want to go through it as a DPS, that means Y'shtola and Vashan have to come with us, so... Yeah, I'm sorry, Estinian. I mean, I love having you around, but I think this is good. I think Zero has a little bit more say in the matter than you do, Estinian. It almost feels like Estinian's just kind of tagging along with us, just because. I mean, the others have, like, a legitimate reason to want to be here. Vashan wants to save his sister, Y'shtola's trying to master, like, the art of jumping to different worlds, and Zero is trying to save her world, so... we're just kind of here as, like, the brute muscle, I suppose. So what are we in for? Oh, cool. It's like blood red. Am I the only one who gets like a feeling of like the Palace of the Dead here? Because this is what this place reminds me of. Only with a lot more Voidsent. Oh my god, it's Mike Wazowski from Monsters, Inc. Don't tell me that was not the first thing that popped into your mind when you saw him. Oh my god, he looked like a cartoon! Doesn't he look like a cartoon from here? He's just so bright and green, with one great big eyeball. This place is not at all as I remember it. He altered his domain. Okay. Let's take care of these guys. Now, the one downside to going in with the trust system is that your attack strength is altered slightly because the others are not up to your level. Like, normally you can probably run through this thing in like 10-15 minutes with a regular party. More like 15 to 20 minutes, but still. It's a lot easier that way. I'm guessing that we're going to be doing this at least half an hour to 40 minutes. So if you're in here with me, then I thank you for that. Try to make this as entertaining as possible. It's not that it's hard, it's just time consuming. And I should mention, I have no idea at all what I'm doing down here. I don't know any of the mechanics or any of the bosses or anything. Oh, jeez. Note to self, I'm gonna kill my cat later. He keeps knocking things down. He scares me when he does that. Oh. Yeah, I got a tuxedo here who cannot keep his tiny little paws off knocking things down. His sister is a pretty calico who, she's the good girl. Like, I don't have to worry about her getting into mischief. Okay, come on. Ugh, these things, I get it, Y'shtola, you don't have to keep saying that. Ooh. Fancy. That's the only way to travel now, right? I can sense its presence deep within. Zeromus is here. So, what's the first boss gonna be like? I remember looking at the special site and they had like some kind of weird monkey thing as one of the bosses, so that's either gonna be boss 1 or 2. Probably the first boss if I had to guess. Just because it looked like the area that we're in right now. They did say that for this dungeon, like halfway through, it's supposed to change dramatically, so I don't know what they mean by that. No one's asking you to hold back, Y'shtola. In fact, it's probably a good thing if you don't hold back right now. So, I'm curious to know also what Zero wants to talk to Golbez about. Well, I don't think it is Golbez. I mean, we know it's not really the real Golbez, and I think maybe she's starting to realize that too. I mean, she only met the guys once, so... As to what happened to the real Golbez, I don't know. Like, I'm guessing we will find out before the end of this little venture. But I'm guessing something bad had to have happened. Well, that's pretty obvious, but if I remember from that memory that they had with Zero... I think they said that they were being called back to Baron, so I think something bad must have happened while in Baron. In fact, I think it might have been there where the flood took place. I don't know. I'm not really too impressed by that light that we brought with us. I would have thought that it would have done a lot more damage than just tear open a small hole into that shroud. I know it's like thick darkness and everything, but I was kind of expecting us to at least bring some form of, you know, light back to the moon or something. Maybe have that interfere with the moon somehow, and... Because it was made from Heidelin's light and her creation magics, wasn't it? So, how does that work? Yep, here it goes. There's the first boss. It's that weird monkey thing. A dark elf. I can sense. Who dare trespass in Lord Golbez's domain? Okay. Formidable foe and all that. Alright, so how do you work here? Oh, darkness, show them their folly! Who's that? Behold the power of darkness. I'm just following Y'shtola, so is it like the opposite? Okay, so it is the opposites. So when the triangles appear, you stand on the squares and vice versa. That's easy enough. What's with these staffs, though? Cannot fend what you cannot see. And they disappeared. That can't be good, right? Oh. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay, I think I get it now. It's like where the staffs are positioned. I think, anyway. I need to find out. Okay, so opposite. Yeah. All right. So that's easy enough to understand. The staffs I'm still trying to figure out. Oh. Oh no! Did they cast Doom? Okay. Thank you. But so if you get hit with the power from the staffs, then they cast Doom on you. Just a heads up warning. So make sure you're on point with that. It's fine, we're good. We're more than halfway there. Alright, so the boss mechanics don't seem to be too bad for this one. As to what could be lying beyond here, I have no idea. And I keep thinking, too, a lot about... they're in the ocular, and we saw the light leaving the first and, like, twisting around the source to get to the 13th. A long time ago, when I first played Shadowbringers, I actually was, like, that was, like, one of my first theories that I came up with. Like, well, if we take the excess light from here and move it someplace safer, like in the Void or something, wouldn't that solve all of our problems? So... yeah, and I came up with, like, the whole concept of maybe, like, creating some kind of channel so that we can... like transfer the excess dark and light from these two stars and just kind of feed off each other like that. So I am glad that they are kind of referencing like one of my first theories when it came to like interdimensional like travel, I guess. We're almost there. Vanishing scepters were quite the nuisance. Vanished, you say? I thought they were merely bluffing. What's that supposed to mean? Okay, Void Moon Circlet offended. What does that look like? Is this the Red Wings theme? I think it is. Sounds like it. Darkened vestibule. Creepy. Ooh, what's this? The fine discarded memorial crystal suddenly begins to glow. Oh my god, is this what I think it is? So we're going into... are we going to like Golbez's memory? What once was.
Hurry, Golbez! The city is already overrun!
Durante! This is it! This has to be Baron! Oh my god! It's like the final days all over again.
First the villages and now the capital. Nothing is exempt from their avarice.
Oh my god. Look at these goblins. Oh, they look just like they do in the game. Oh god. Okay, the references here to Final Fantasy IV are like off the charts. Yeah, so this is the Kingdom of Baron. That's what Zero is saying. Oh my god. I knew we were going to see at least a shadow of it. And it explains it. We're in Golbez's memory. of Baron before the Flood of Darkness came. That's incredible! It's like I'm living a tiny piece of my childhood because I played Final Fantasy IV when I was a kid. Oh. I feel old all of a sudden. That's not fair. Go forth, my pets, and feast on their flesh. Okay, so I'm guessing the Anti-Lion is going to be the next boss. There's no way it can be the final boss for this dungeon. So who is the final boss? Like maybe the King of Baron was corrupted or something and they have to kill him? That's my bet. Y'shtola, please, shut up! You just keep saying, like, I will end this farce. I get it. Don't just say it, do it. Keep this up, and next time I'll make sure you stay left behind. Oh, I just noticed we have the Baron Knight Captain and a couple knights with us. Bested by Golbez and Durante both. It seems I underestimated you. Really?
We were elsewhere. Cowards.
Really? I mean, you see how frightening Golbez looks with all of his armor, right? Like, he's not one to... You wouldn't underestimate him even if you wanted to. Again, it's not... Y'shtola, I'm warning you here. Again, it's not like these monsters are that hard, it's just time consuming. Oh, great, we got a behemoth. Wow, a single knight took on 3 goblins and a behemoth all by himself. Like, I gotta give him credit for that. The second boss should be right around the corner here. Dude, you might want to move, Durante. Wow, what a champ. Took a body slam from Behemoth and just kept on fighting like nothing happened. So, are we playing the part of, like, Golbez? It's like we're fighting, like, from Golbez's point of view or something? I mean, it would make sense if it is his Aetheryte crystal. Not Aetheryte, why did I say that? It's his Memoriite crystal. There it is, the anti-line.
Have care, Golbez.
So this is an anti-line of the 13. Where to escape, it seems we have no choice but to fight. Oh god, he's so ugly. It's like a cross between like a giant spider, a crab, and just one great big mouth all put together. Okay, what? Whoa, whoa, what? What am I doing? We're just standing with the others, seeing what happens. And what do we do with pillars? Oh, what's this? No, no, no. Move over. Oh. So, wait, is he destroying the pillars? Oh, okay, okay. So, he is knocking down a pillar off each side, it looks like. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this. Get out, thank you. Good thing I came as a Reaper. I could just teleport straight out of it. So anyone want to take any bets? Like, will we be able to save the 13th? Okay, I think I get in the hang of it. I mean, we only have a couple quests left to go, right? Before, like, the end of the patch, and the second part 2, is really going to be focusing more on going to Turel and our reasons for going there, so I don't think we'll be able to save the 13th, but at the same time, if we don't somehow restore light to kind of readdress the balance here, how are we going to deal with Zeromus? Because he's just going to keep coming back even if we kill him. That's just what's really getting to me, because I want to save the 13th. I really do. I want to save the 13th and maybe not restore it like right away, but at least enough to, you know, help the people here. Like, again, I know they're not really people. They're Voidsent now. I don't know what we're ever going to do about that, but still. Like, I want to do something. Something to help the 13th. Because as much fun as I think that, you know, an entire expansion devoted to, like, saving the Void would be fun, I don't think that's gonna happen.
No mercy.
And... gotcha! Is there no end to this memory? We should follow after him. Okay... just gotta check these boots. Not great, but not bad.
That they command such terrible beasts bodes ill. We've no time to lose. Such destruction. If only we had returned sooner.
Such carnage. Such cruelty. This is the Contra Memoria. It makes me sad. It really does. It's like an entire world, like entire history, all this culture and people just gone to be replaced with like a dark sky and monsters. Original Hellhound. And to think this all took place like 10,000 years ago. And all this time, like, Golbez has still been fighting, like, this war for 10,000 years. Like, I feel bad for the guy. I really do. Like, Golbez, Durante, whoever, whichever one he is. Like, I just feel terrible for him. So the final boss should be behind these doors. What do we hear? Come to play hero, are you? I'm almost scared. What is waiting for us at the end of this?
Out of my way. Far enough.
I dare say we'll be faster if we split up.
But he should place such faith in Golbez. In any case, it would be rude of us not to respond in kind. It has to be him. Like, Golbez has to be our 13th self. Well, not our self, but like a shard of Azim. Like, of Azim, whatever his name is. Like, I can't even think straight.
That's far enough.
But I do think that, just like how Oddbert was the first, like, version of the shard of Azim, Golbez has to be the 13th. So why? Oh, I have so many questions here and it's driving me nuts.
Out of my way.
Is this, like, why are we seeing this? Like, does, like, Golbez's soul, like, inside the Memoriite know that we're here and is trying to show us what's going on? Like, what happened? Could this be the moment when the flood kicks off? Could be. I mean, I was so looking forward to this, but now I'm scared. I'm not sure I want to know. And is it just me, or is it getting cloudier? Like, the memory around us is getting harder to see. Oh, the true power of Memoria. Memoria transformed them into monsters. Oh, vampiresses. They look less like vampires and more like the Harpy Lady sisters. Am I the only one who can see that? Like, if you're not a Yu-Gi-Oh fan, I'm sorry, but that's what they look like. How could I?
Out of my way.
Okay, so the final boss should be right behind these doors then.
Out of my way.
Will it be Golbez, like the real one? Are we going to be fighting against him? I'm still going to say it's like the Corrupted King or something. Alright, here it goes. How did Durrani get there so quick? Never mind. I'm not gonna question it.
Golbez!
Oh no. What's going on? Golbez?
This can't be happening. Not to you. My friend. My hero. I will stop you even should it cost me my life.
Oh no. Oh god. Whoa! Memoria. Durante. Oh god, we have to fight him again! Didn't see that coming. I mean, I thought something crazy was gonna happen, not this. He gave himself to the dark to stop Golbez. And yet it falls to us to keep him, or rather you, from harm.
So be it. I will fight you with all my strength.
So Golbez fell under prey to the darkness.
Fortify my blade.
I mean, I guess it's appropriate. That is what happened to him in 4, but still, I would have expected more from a shard of SM.
I need power. Light or dark, it matters not.
What the? Y'shtola, I'm serious here. Do not make me regret choosing you. Oh, I don't like this. Stop following me.
Let's see how you fare now. No mercy.
So stay in the middle. So not so bad. She says, just as more of these orbs appear. What am I?
Got you.
Where do I stand? Ah, okay. Those are pretty big AoEs.
Out of my way.
Even so, I'll not be bested. Not this day.
Gotta admire his dedication. But you know, that's really starting to make sense. So, Golbez was Durante's hero. But when he fell to the dark, I'm guessing Durante had to seal him away inside the Memoria. And he felt so bad about it, like...
It's over.
He wanted his friend, his hero, to be the hero who saved the world. So that's kind of why I'm guessing he took up his name and everything. That part I can understand. But I don't know. There's still something here that I'm missing. Like, what was it? Like, what triggered the war? Not the war, like the flood itself. Something had to have happened. Something big had to have happened to have triggered the flood of darkness.
You've weathered this before. Let's see how you fare now.
Like, where am I supposed to go? Over here? Oh crap. That was not good. Nope, not good at all. Pay more attention next time. I know, it's hard to pay attention and talk at the same time for me when I'm doing these fights for the first time, but still, I can't help it. So, Durante, you have the answers that we need. I know that you do. I have a feeling like you're going to be able to tell us. So please, please feel free to share with the rest of the class here. Limit break. Almost there. There we go. There we go. Oh, God. So he's returned to normal. That's all well and good. Glad you could catch up, Estinian, but fighting against Durante wasn't the problem. We were the problem back then. Or rather, Golbez was the problem back then. It should not have come to this. A bitter victory. He all but set his soul aflame. Was there truly no other way? I don't know, and that's what I don't like. Oh, Kingdom of Baron. Kestrian roll. Okay, so I'm guessing that's the music for this. Okay. So. We're about to get some answers. I know we are, so let's hope that it all works out. Just bracing myself. This is going to be intense. I just know it's going to be really intense. To be him.
Why? Why you and not me? You were the best of us. A paragon of virtue. I could never hope to be your equal. I am only the knight I am because of you. Because you believed in me.
Do we get to see his face? Like... Oh, don't toy with us. Please, don't toy with us. I want to see what he looks like.
You would not wish to become a monster, preying upon those who fought to protect. But neither can I bring myself to kill you. So rest easy, my friend, and entrust your legacy to me.
And we don't get to see his face either. Oh, that is mean.
You will never die. This I swear. Through me, your name shall live on as the hero who saves the world.
Now we get why. What are you doing?
We've been released from the memory, 'twould seem.
If Golbez was the one sealed in this memoria, then the one we've been fighting is...
Durante.
No more than an imposter playing at hero.
Oh, it's him.
Durante, I presume.
A name long since lost to time. History shall remember only Golbez. Come what may, I shall deliver the world its salvation, and I will not suffer you to interfere.
Alright, Zero did want to talk to him.
You seek to free all souls from the purgatory of undeath. And to that end, you would invade another world. While I cannot condone your methods, I understand your motive full well. For I'm driven by the same. I too wish to save our world. I too once thought I had to bear the burden by myself. That I had no choice but to walk my path alone. But I was wrong. We may yet strive together towards our shared goal.
Oh my god.
If you would
this is so
reconsider your
crazy.
course.
Ugh. He's not gonna agree. There's no way he would agree that easily.
If you possessed power which transcended that of Zeromus, then perhaps I would. But you do not. No, you are but another Voidsent like me. And what is a candle before the sun?
Perhaps we aren't all-powerful, and cannot effect great change in an instant. Even so...
Great change is what we need. Aught less has no meaning.
I have to agree with that. Like, nothing is going to change if they just do it little by little with the way things are.
Having glimpsed our past, you should understand as well as any. As Golbez, I dedicated myself to ending the Contra Memoria. I fought the corrupted Memoriates and attempted to redeem those twisted by their power. Yet try as I might, I was powerless to make any meaningful change. 'Twas then, when I was floundering in despair, that she appeared. The Ascian Igeom.
Wow, there's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Claiming to know how to excise the source of our woes, she showed me to the moon, where the servant of light abided. 'Twas he and his ilk who had granted men unnatural powers, she said, and now prolonged the war. Believing her every word, I struck him down and caused darkness to engulf the world.
He was the trigger.
What? Then it was you who...
He was the one who caused the flood.
As Emmett Selk once told us, the 13th was the Ascians' first attempt at a rejoining, before they fully understood the mechanisms at play. They failed because they sought only to awaken the sundered Zodiac without instigating a calamity in the source. The darkness they unleashed had nowhere else to go.
And that's why the moon is like this too.
Having left a ruin of our world, the Ascian fled. I was a fool to trust them, to trust in others. Since that day, I have sought the means to undo my mistake. The world may be beyond saving, but I would at least restore the Great Flow. The dragon was an extraordinary windfall, a veritable font of ether that expedited my endeavors time and again. But it wasn't enough to achieve my objective. Far from it. For an eternity, I had to bide my time. But the day finally came when I acquired the power I sought. The remnants of the Ascians' god sealed within the moon suddenly dispersed into ether.
Oops, that was us.
With that ether, Zeromus could be conceived, and driven by the dragon's longing for home, it shall soon arise to destroy the barrier between worlds. Thus will the way open to the promised land, and the death we have been too long denied. Thus will I, Golbez, bring salvation to all.
So that is all you have left.
I mean, it's not like they have anything else.
Say what you will. You cannot stop Zeromus's awakening.
We're going after him, aren't we?
Oh, Steve, I'm so glad we brought you.
That's why we came, after all. And besides... when someone believes in you, it makes you want to believe in them. In others and yourself. Euless was right about that.
I feel terrible. I feel so bad for the guy. Oh. We rarely believe ourselves the villain, but if our ends demand unconscionable sacrifice, what else can we be? To yearn to save the world only to bring about its unmaking. 'Tis a tragic tale, but it changes nothing. He speaks of salvation, of fulfilling an honored friend's legacy, yet he does not scruple to discard others for his ambitions. Let us press on. The darkness rests of the moon await Golbez and Zeromus. They are resolved to save their world and condemn yours. Okay, we're gonna pause it right there. Oh boy, I knew something big had to have happened in Baron. That much I knew. I just did not expect that Durante was the one who triggered the actual flood that pretty much destroyed the world. So, yeah, no, I get it. I understand completely what drives him. He wants to make up for what he did. He just lost all trust because of what the Ascians tricked him into doing. So, I just feel so bad for this guy. I really do. Like, he tried so... It's just like what happened with Oddbird and the others from the first. Like, they tried to do good. They wanted to do the right thing, but they played themselves right into the Ascians' hands and triggered a flood. It's on opposite ends of the spectrum, but it's still the same thing. The only difference here is that there was no saving the 13th. They weren't able to stop the flood in time to, you know, spare whatever was left, like what happened with the first. So, I mean, what can you really do? There's nothing you really can do in this situation. You have to understand Golbez's perspective here, because the world is shrouded in darkness. Everyone and everything was transformed into a ether-starved monster, and they're not even able to die. They just keep coming back over and over, and he's right. Like, you need a big change if you're going to save this world. Like, doing it little by little probably isn't going to do much. Especially since, as far as we know so far, there is no way to turn somebody from a Voidsent back into the person that they were. I mean, we have to figure out how to do that with Ashdaya, and maybe that's the key. Maybe we do find a way to restore her to how she was before, and Golbez takes that, and he's able to round up a bunch of Voidsent, turn them back into people, and that's what can start the whole process moving. And we still have the transmitters. We can give the transmitters to him, and so they can continue to siphon off, like, only the excess amount of light from this first, and, like, gradually restore the 13th. I mean, they could do that. But I don't know, like, what else can you do here? Anyway, I think we're going to leave it right there for now, because it looks like we're going to be jumping straight into the next trial fight, and I want that to be a separate video. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see how this story ends. So please, please, Square Enix, give us something good. Give us something that's not like cliche or cringy here. Just give us something good. Anyway, that's it for right now. This is Fantasy Girl signing out, and I'll be seeing you all again soon. So, bye.